Hi, welcome to my channel Rohit Speaks. And in this video, I'm going to talk about cancer or the basics. What is cancer? And try to address that topic. This will be a series of video which I'll walk through the types of cancer, what is cancer, and what are the current treatments, and what have been the past treatments, all of that, and try to answer them in series and rather than in one whole video, which can be cumbersome. So let me start with what is cancer. So in normally to understand cancer, you need to understand the same organization I have been talking about, that human body is nothing but organs in your system which works together. These organs are made up of tissue, and tissue in terms are made up of cell. So when you are growing, the cell undergoes this process called as mitosis or cell division. So basically one cell becomes into two, and that's normal for your growth. And there are several checkpoints and timing for this process to happen. So in this image, you can see a cell is splitting into two, and this is the process called as mitosis. And it happens normally throughout your growth. It goes faster during until unless you hit puberty and you become adult. After that adult, this kind of process happens only for maintenance of your structure and your body and your organs. So that's your normal human requirement for mitosis. But what happens in cancer is that, as I said, there are several checkpoints and proteins involved in this. What happens is, due to certain issues, due to environmental damage or any other reasons, the signals get messed up. And what happens is these cells start growing unnaturally. They start growing more and more and more than required. So, for example, if if these are the normal cells going, so on the left are the normal cells going at the normal pace, so therefore they're number 16. But cancer cells, they'll just keep going, increasing and increasing, increasing and increasing, just keep multiplying. Normal cells, so for example, let's take skin. It will divide and it will stay on this layer on top of the skin. But what happens with the cancerous cells is they keep dividing, and they start penetrating the layers where they are not supposed to be. And that causes a lot of issues. And so again, your immune system will start attacking that also, thinking that what's going on, it's not supposed to be here, and it will start fixing, and it will create a whole lot of issue. And that is what cancer is. It's nothing but uncontrolled growth of your cell in a region where it is not required. And so what are the causes of that? There are several many causes which can lead to cancer. Genetic changes can be caused due to any issues like radioactivity or ultraviolet rays, constant ultraviolet rays. So DNA is a double-stranded structure. Constant ultraviolet rays breaks this bonds very easily. It can cause to a lot of changes, and that could mess up the signals which is required for normal division. So what will happen is the signal is gone, and they're just constantly invading, dividing and dividing. DNA damage. It can be environmental or any carcinogen you eat, which can go in between these strands and start affecting the structure of the DNA. Or sometimes, and it's highly likely, if a parent had some kind of cancer in their history, there is most likely it will carry on to the child. But if you take a precautionary step, you might be able to avoid it. But these are the three main reasons which causes cancer. It's either genetic changes, something has gone wrong with your DNA, which can be environmental, carcinogen, well, n number of reasons, or it can be inherited from parents. So besides that, what are the types? There is one called as benign and one called as malignant. Now, benign, the word itself is basically the dividing cells which are constantly increasing. They're contained in one space. They don't break out and go everywhere. They just staying at one place, so the doctors can go in and just remove it very easily. Malignant, on the other hand, is the one they keep dividing, and then they burst, and then they will spread to other areas as well. And this spreading happens in stages. Stage one, where they are still okay, they are contained in one area. Stage two and three is where they start to burst and start invading. And stage four is basically, for example, if you had or somebody had blood cancer or bone cancer, and that was located in the femur or humerus here, it goes from stage one. Stage two, it burst. Stage three, it started going everywhere, and it formed like nucleus everywhere. And stage four, basically now you have cancer all throughout your body or all throughout your system. and that's malignant, which is comes in stages 1 to 4. So in short, what cancer is basically, something has gone wrong with your signaling for your normal cell division, or when your cells need to divide, something has gone wrong, and now it has just got constant signal of divide, 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 divide. And what happens in, it could happen in any area in your organ, and cancer is named based on where it is forming. Those are the names. So sarcoma is due to muscle, osteoma or lymphoma is for the lymph node. So there are different names to it. It's basically at what region where the cells are dividing, that is the name for that guy. Anyways, the whole idea is to understand what exactly is cancer. It's just nothing but the cells are dividing, multiplying more and more than it is supposed to be, and then it starts invading in the area where they are not supposed to be. So the therapy involves nowadays is to clear that out. But historically, people have been using chemotherapy till now to fix that. And chemotherapy is basically attacking everything all at once. When it dies, then you recover back. I'll explain that more in the next series of the videos, but to understand that, you need to understand what exactly is cancer, and it is nothing but uncontrolled growth of your cells in a region where they are not supposed to be. As I explained, normal skin cells will divide and they will be stay on this layer. But what will happen during cancer or melanoma or cancer of the skin? Basically, it will start dividing, 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 and then it will start invading down on the other regions where they are not supposed to be, where their skin is not supposed to be. And that causes a lot of other issues. Okay, so that's what you how need to understand to treat the situation. You need to understand how the situation has come up. So this is will be a little bit of series of videos to explain the stages and the types and the cures of cancer. Um, but this is, I would say, my series one or video one of the series of cancer. I'll follow up with types and cures of cancer, followed by what is the current therapy which people are looking into, and what is the mind behind that. Should be interesting for those who are interested in learning more about cancer. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next week. Bye.